I can't even believe she bothered to interview.
Perfect.
Hello. Hey, what's up? Hey guys, how are you? So yeah, I interviewed for the visual merchandising position at Anthropologie. I saw the job on Indeed and I applied. I was like excited to see a visual merchandising job in the fashion industry in Richmond. There's not a ton of those. Great job to put on your resume, pretty solid. So yeah, I did apply and they asked me in the application, which was extremely long by the way, if I knew anybody that worked at the Anthropologie already, which I did. My friend who's worked there since high school and now she's graduated college, so very long time. And she was pretty close with the management and I think that honestly helped me get the interview. 4 days after I applied, I got an email wanting to set up an interview in the next couple of days, which is extremely quickly. Typically it takes a lot longer than that to get a response when you apply for your job. As I was preparing for the interview, I realized I didn't really have anything to wear for it, just because my own personal style is very different from Anthropologie. Although I'm looking at my outfit right now and this kind of looks like an Anthropologie look. I didn't plan that. Although I thrifted everything I'm wearing and I definitely can't afford Anthropologie. So anyway, I knew I was gonna have to borrow clothing from people and I didn't want to go out and buy an outfit for this interview because I don't have money like that. So I had my friends over to help me figure out what to wear and I have footage from that and it's pretty off the wall and a really great window into our friendship because we never take anything seriously. And then I'll talk about my experience with the interview and like how it went and the outcome and just all of that. Okay, so I'm have a big job interview tomorrow. It's like for a big girl job.
A big girl job.
So I have to basically get plastic surgery, dye my hair blonde,
get fillers.
Oh my god. I have a class reunion tomorrow. I'm gonna get new boobs and
Okay, so the goal is for us to be famous in the next 3 weeks. Do you think we can do that?
for our family reunion.
For our family reunion. We're really trying to impress our family reunion with the fact that we're YouTube famous.
Yeah.
So we gotta make it happen in the next 3 weeks.
Hi,
Why
I'm
do I
Jerry
keep
and I'm
thinking of
YouTube famous. You can look me up on Google at jerry.com.
Yes, and I'm also famous and I had earrings that are famous.
We make our earrings homemade. I felt.
That's what I thought of when I was laughing. It's in your eyes, so thanks for visiting our website.
You're always welcome. We love you.
Also, this is literally a family Kardashian picture. Like, Jerry's going to law school. Did you guys hear Kim is though, for real? Kim is going to Harvard, yeah.
I went to school to be a lawyer.
Wait, shut up.
I
We're
never
talking about
thought
my earrings.
Guys, we're talking about my interview.
We're talking about
Okay,
me being
Camille's
a lawyer.
styling me for my interview tonight, and you're gonna get to see the whole process. I have no say in what I wear.
Yeah.
So basically, she determines if I get the job or not.
And
based on
I
what
look
she
like
puts
a
me in.
lump. Look at my outfit. I'm gonna do this. Sorry. I'm gonna do this to Alyssa.
Wait, what? You're gonna stroke me?
She's gonna be grandma-fied.
Meaning she's gonna steal this.
I low-key though for Anthropologie, like their clothes are kind of like mature.
Yeah.
This is Anthropologie.
Okay, can I maybe possibly borrow this?
This is actually in their new spring line, FYI. Oh! Cheap!
Is that a cheap experience?
Show the audience. Show the audience. Do you see this? We can glue it. How many times have you worn them?
Like 5? I just got them. I'm still
I feel like it's not her doings though. It's like the company's fault.
Should I like complain?
Yeah.
Wow,
come with me to my interview.
Anthropologie.
Come with me to my interview and complain like to the real people.
I feel like that would really help your interview.
So guys, we highly recommend that you do not purchase these shoes for $100 and what?
19.
$19.
I'm such a thought.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright guys, for real though, I can't get them at too late, so let's get this styling.
I was born with blonde
Styling
hair.
on the road.
I'm from.
Alright, let's go. Come on.
Come with us.
Oh, wow.
Come with us.
Yeah, take the tripod like it is.
Oh, what about this? The
No, it's too wintry. Wait, what about that blazer? I know it's gonna be the red and rain.
Yeah. But
Damn.
it's only raining.
Perfect, Burberry. Do it. Yep. Burberry.
raining?
Yep. Burberry, 100%. And it's springy enough to work, you know.
But
Oh, you're low battery.
It's 78 degrees.
Oh, is there a charger? Can someone else use it?
It's basically gonna be like 80 degrees tomorrow.
Does
I
it
don't
look
think
good on me or
you're
no?
not wearing that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
you can't.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Look. And then you tie it like this. It's like if you had broke your neck or whatever and you had to have a brace or something or a cast.
What is it for?
Nothing.
Where did you get it? Like, what's the purpose of it?
Anna bought it for me. Like, I look like a fool. Should I just tell them? What
Yeah.
we're doing? Okay. Alyssa is applying to be. I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah.
You're applying to anthropology, and it's. She's not anthropology material.
Shut up!
This is your rejection video. I can't even believe she bothered to interview. Honestly, it was
so
such an embarrassment to the company.
I would do better with Urban Outfitters.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
I think you should just do it, get the experience. You're going against basic ass. I'm sorry, I can't cuss. I can't cuss.
Basic booty.
Basic booty girls. And I think, to be an optimist, I think that if you don't get it, that it's because of that like she
It's too cool.
because when I think of you, I think of like boss ass, like roaming the streets of New York, like boss ass bitch. I don't think of you as like dainty, not like that you're not dainty, but like
No, I know.
you're a dainty flower, but not like a cutesy like
No, I know.
dress. And so anyway,
What am I gonna wear? What do you
I
see me
think
wearing?
you should wear. It should be a blue, like really sick blazer with some like shoulder pads, and then not shoulder pads, big shoulder pads, but because you have great shoulders anyway. I'm giving a monologue, Jerry. And some loafers, and it should just look like Jerry, how Jerry looks in clothes, which is impossible, but just try it, you know. See.
Okay, well, what should I wear that I have for sure?
I'm thinking like something creamy, but like very like loose fabric.
Yeah.
Cream.
It can't be cheap feeling.
I know. Or
Or
like
see,
silk.
why don't you wear my?
It can't
why
have
don't you wear
holes in
my?
it.
I wore that sweater today. I can't wear it for like another 3 days. So like,
Oh, you mean the cardigan?
yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. With something, like I'll figure it out. Maybe a tank top. It would be appropriate underneath because if I keep it on.
But it can't be that loose. It's gotta be a good thick tank top. It can't be like a flimsy ass.
No, not like what I have on.
Yeah.
No.
The interview was at an anthropology store in a mall that's about 30 minutes away. So I drove to that on Friday morning, and as I walked into the store, there were like 4 chairs in the corner, and I was like, oh true, is this a group interview? And it was a group interview, which I didn't know. I've never been in a group interview, not even for like a restaurant job, so I thought that was kind of like weird, but so yeah, I walk up and there is another girl I'm interviewing with, and there was supposed to be a third, but she didn't show up, which is unprofessional. It was kind of awkward because like the two of us are literally competing for this job, so every time we'd be asked a question, we'd try to not make it sound like we were one-upping each other. But she was really nice, so luckily it wasn't an issue. Like if I had been with some girl that was like, well, it was just kind of annoying because like if somebody asks you a question and the other person goes first, your answer will kind of be parallel to theirs just naturally. So for example, the interviewer asked us like, just tell me a little bit about yourself. And we kind of took turns going first, but she went first and said just kind of like her professional history, like where she's worked and kind of stuff like that. And then I go ahead and talk about my professional history. And then after the interview, I'm thinking like, she already read my resume. Like I should have just told her about like me as a person instead of just telling her about where I've worked. But you know, it's just kind of like if you're in the moment, you're going to follow a similar pattern of what the person said before. And then at the end of the interview, the woman who interviewed us let us know that within a week we'd get an email letting us know if we got a second interview where we would interview with higher up management, and then we'd wait another week to see if we got the job offer or not. Yeah, so I felt really good about the interview. It went well. Both me and the girl had great answers and vibed with the woman who was interviewing us. So I did leave feeling good about it. I will say I knew that I was lacking in retail experience. And I'm kind of kicking myself at this point in my life because I do want to work in fashion and I don't have any retail experience. Like I worked as like a swim instructor, a hostess, and like I worked in summer camp in high school. And now it's kind of too late because if I did want to get a job in retail now, I would have to kind of start at a place that's not as nice just because the nicer places will want me to have prior retail experience. So wish I had thought that through a little bit more in the past, but whatever. You know, everything happens for a reason, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, a week goes by after the interview and I get an email saying that I did not get a second interview. Yeah, and I think it really had to do with the fact that I just didn't have retail experience. When I think visual merchandiser, in terms of like what I would want to do in that field, it would be like product shots and like product layout, social media, website design, e-commerce type of stuff. But when you're an in-store visual merchandiser, you're basically receiving inventory, unpackaging it, putting it in its right spot, organizing, making sure everything looks nice, but you're not creating anything. And like, yes, you need to have a visual eye. It's not necessarily a job that really like utilizes the skills that I personally have. And I knew that, but I was just like, this would be a good job, period. Like it would look good on my resume, as I said. And yeah, so I wasn't really that surprised. I heard through the grapevine that the girl who had previously had the position that we were all interviewing for, she was moving to a different position for whatever reason. So the visual merchandising position was opening up. And she had a friend who had worked in the industry. Her friend probably got the job. That's typically how things work. It really is who you know when it comes down to it. Like if a company is already familiar with you and knows you, you are seriously like 10 times more likely to get the job. That's why networking and just being friendly and going out and talking to people is seriously so important to your career, honestly, no matter what you're doing. So yeah, that was my experience with interviewing for Anthropologie. But seriously, thanks for watching. Bye.